Greetings, kindred spirits. I'm hopping on here real quick with a quick message, okay? Now, I want to speak to everybody. Everybody, no matter what race you are, okay? Now, I know I can't speak on specifically what happens within these races. So then I will refer to who I can relate to, okay? Now, I'm going to speak as a mother, a parent, all right? Let me tell you my journey as a parent. And a lot of you other parents can relate to this, okay? And not just as, because I also was a single parent, okay? Now, with that little bit of information, okay, a lot of people have so much to say and are judging right now, and that's okay. That's okay. But what we got to realize, too, is the society that we're living in. Once we realize the type of society we're living in, and if we feel that society limits us, remember, it's a mindset. It's a mindset. Because sometimes, even though I started off as a single mother, doesn't mean just what led me to being a single mother is going to keep me, or I was in a certain mindset that led me to be a single mother. Okay? You know, when you're young, you make some bad choices. You make some good choices. So let me not leave that out as well. But you know, myself, let's get back to myself. The way I was brought up and the influences, I was brought up, my grandparents raised me. Okay? And with them raising me, they came from a different era. So they were trying to raise a child who was born up at a time, and they were done raising their children because all their children were adults. But they were raising me during a time where things were changing. There were still some things that remained the same, but there were some things that had changed for them and their outlook on life. And so, yeah, they felt like I wasn't listening or wasn't doing right or what have you. I got my behind beat. Now, that's not to say, well, dang, they abused you. Maybe they have. Maybe they did. But also look at it. Where did they get that type of discipline from? They came up in an era where there was still some signs of slavery. So if slaves, black people were brought over here as slaves, and before brought over here as slaves, they had a certain lifestyle. Even, let's say not slave, because my family, they are natives here. And the way they raised their children, they had different forms of discipline. So, during slavery, if your children were taken from the parents and was beaten, and they got grown, and they were taught by their master, this is how you discipline your child, then guess what? It started somewhere. That type of discipline started somewhere. So now that we see this, of course now, because of society saying it's against the law to beat your children, there was a time where black families didn't separate, even if the man was out cheating. If that's who you want to blame, you know, if the woman was out cheating, somehow, if they had children together, they stayed in that marriage. So now you got situations where you have single mother households, and some of you men are single fathers, single father households, trying to raise girls, whereas you had women trying to raise boys. But you children, who I want to talk to, is don't blame the parents. Understand their plight. And maybe what you see, maybe you need to open up and talk to them. If you can't talk to them, find someone you can talk to. If you hear and see this video, find someone you can talk to. So that people or somebody can understand your plight. Maybe someone is out there that can help you understand the situation that you're in. Or maybe if you're in a really bad home, maybe someone can help you out of that home. But let's not blame the parents for what you're going through. Yeah, we say they're adults, but a lot of things is going crazy now. Because I'm going to tell you something. We're so blaming the parents that, you have a system that they'll come and take a child out of a home, place them in a foster home, in a bad situation. They haven't done their research or background checks on the foster parents. And these children still get treated worse than where they were. Oh, they're taking their child out of this home because the parent is having a hard time cleaning their house. And this child has some kind of sickness, so we're going to put them over here in this foster home. And then allow some other parent to adopt them. Now, I'm only speaking on those situations where I find it, and a lot of you may find it, why did they take that child from that parent? And you have situations where people can lie so good and have children taken out of loving homes. You might have haters hating. But I'm saying all of this just so that what we need to do is stop blaming the system and do something about it amongst ourselves. If you're tired of having somebody to come into your home and tell you how to conduct your home, then you might want to try to talk things out with another person. If you're tired of the system educating your child, then you might want to find a different way of raising that child. And stop blaming other people. Yeah, you can blame, but you always have to look at you, the victim. And again, stop playing the victim. This is why I was offering life coaching sessions to help people eliminate their limiting beliefs. Because this is a limited society that have you in a certain type of belief. And who's to say what you've been taught is real? I'm not the type of life coach that's going to force my beliefs on you. I want to help you heal you to see your own self and your own limiting beliefs if you feel like life is holding you back. And the reason why I say children, let's stop blaming the parents now. And I'm talking to those children who are adults. Because if you're an adult now, you're 18 and up, you have an opportunity to change your life and make your life better. So I should have been specific. But I know there are children being raised in households who don't understand why their parents are doing certain things and why they're doing it to them, or why things don't get done, and because they don't understand what the parents are going through, because maybe the parents are too embarrassed to speak on, I don't have a job, or I didn't know to go out and get a good education because of the household I was brought in, or whatever the case may be, whatever your plight is. And I don't want to make it all about black people, because I know there's other races of people that are going through similar situations. It's like life is hard on them too. We got to stop saying my mom did this and you're in your 20s, 30s, 40s, and 50s. Okay, I get it. Yeah, my mom did things and she didn't do some things. But I can't blame her. We're all on this planet, spirit beings, having a human experience. This is your school, this body. And I don't even want to use the word school, but yeah, these are your lessons. In the end, and of course, I can't place blame on children. I'm not blaming children. I'm not blaming adults. I'm not blaming anyone, because I'm no victim. When things happen to me and it's not going my way, I can't blame another person. I got to sit here and figure out a solution. How can I change my situation? real. Y'all gotta start paying attention to yourself and your thoughts and your feelings. Because sometimes when people say things or do things to you, it's not the other person. It's not the other people. It's how you process it. And the way you process it, you might get an attitude with the other person and jump to conclusions instead of going and seeking out that person right there and then, or people, and getting clarity at that moment, so that you won't walk away with an attitude and start gossip because something didn't go your way, or because you didn't understand something, or because something was said and you took it some kind of way, you felt some kind of way. That's our problem. We allow our emotions to run our logic. And sometimes we overthink with our logic and not try to feel a person out and what they're going through, like right now. It's called gaining emotional intelligence. A lot of you talking about, oh, I love myself. And I'm like looking at you and hearing how you come and complain to me, telling me about your situation. And I'm like, you love yourself? Well, then love yourself enough to get yourself out of that situation and stop, so that you don't have to keep coming and running to me complaining about your situation. Or just don't talk about your situation. If you accept where you are because you're keeping yourself in that situation, then guess what? Just know that you are the one who's keeping yourself in that situation. Not the person you're complaining about. Come up with a solution to get yourself out of that situation. Okay? If you need some help, look me up. Hit up my email. I'm here to help. If you, I can't afford you. How do you know? Have you tried? Have you even sent me an email? Because I don't recall sitting down with you, having to work out any kind of financial situation with you so that you can. But don't think that just because we got the same color, we of the same race, I'm supposed to give it to you for free. I'm trying to survive as well. Come on now. Think logically. Think how you would handle it if you had your own business. Nothing is for free in this world. Even the things that you think are free, they're not free, because you still got to do something to get it. All right? Peace. Stay blessed, you guys. Thank you for your love and support. Come and show me some love over on YouTube. Check some of my videos out. If you have any questions, I always tell you to put your questions. I am here and willing to teach you, explain to you why I say the things I say and do the things I do. Okay? Because we're all here having a human experience as spiritual beings. Meaning we ain't gonna be here long, but we gotta get this lesson. And so that we can leave a mark for the next generation. And that's all I want to do. I want to show you unconditionally. Because even though I'm not saying my life is perfect, what I am saying is I'm here to help you when you're ready to help yourself. So when you come, just know that it is going to be a long walk on this short journey. All right? Peace and stay blessed, people.